Oh my gosh, this Saturday was packed as heck. You can probably see the difference in this video versus the last video. So the last video, it seemed like we were taking up like a third of the tables. That was Friday. Saturday, whole different story. You could barely move for the people. We had the same food truck there, which was cool. There's another table that was doing food. They're doing like nachos and pulled pork and stuff. That was really good. I think all the vendors were the same. I could be wrong on that. There might have been some new vendors on Saturday that weren't there on Friday. But anyway, the Masters had 9 rounds on Saturday, and it was exhausting. I'm going to show some footage right here, just fun stuff, people goofing off and trying to survive their 9 rounds of pure Pokemon heck. So as you guys could probably tell, I started off kind of rough. I was tanking pretty hard toward the latter half of the 9 matches, but then once I kind of got down into the depths of miserable Pokemon players like myself, I managed to crawl my way back up. I went 4-4-2 over, no, 4-4-1 overall, which is fine. I feel like I have to say like almost like 3-4-1 because one of the wins that I got was because I sat down at my table and then everyone else got started and my person never showed up. They dropped. A lot of people started to drop toward the latter part of the tournament, but I mean, after you drive 4.5 hours to play in a tournament, I kind of just wanted to stick it out, you know. I figure the worst that could happen is I lose a few matches, but I mean, I was already doing pretty bad at that point, so you really can't go down. I really didn't want to finish negative, so that was the other thing that kind of pushed me to finish. I wanted to finish at least even, and I did. So let's see, round 8 was the round where no one showed up. Round 9, I played against a Glaceon deck, which I dismantled pretty hard. It was kind of a weird Glaceon deck. It was like Water Box. It had like Lapras and stuff in it. It was kind of odd. We almost went to time just because they kept kind of doing the tricks that I do, like Aceroling as soon as something gets a decent amount of damage on it, Max Potion, blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of frustrating, but I was able to take up the win. Overall, I played, and I blew up my Twitter about this because it surprised me. I don't know why it surprised me, because this deck is number 3 on TCG, or on limited list TCG, but I saw a lot of Bulu. I know I played at least 3 Bulu decks. I think I played 4. It all kind of like brains together after a while just because there was so much Pokemon happening that day. I didn't end up playing against any like YouTubers or anything like that during the regional, but I did get to talk to a lot of them on Saturday. Got to talk to Natalie Champagne, got to talk to Andrew Mahone. I got to meet Sierra Dawn on Thursday. Let's see, Tord was there. I wanted to talk to Tord, but I was just weird about it. I don't know. I didn't know what to really say because like everyone else was like, oh hey, you're this person, I watch your videos, but Tord doesn't really do videos, so it's like, what do you say? I don't know. So anyway, I had just a really good time, finished pretty even, honestly like as mathematically average as you can get, which is kind of how I did in the League Cup the previous day. On Friday, I went 3-3-1. On Saturday, I went 4-4-1. So I am a remarkably average player. So that's fine. Honestly, that's really the best that I could have hoped for. I know, like, in videos like way back when I was first talking about expectations, my big goal was to like make day 2. But it was kind of unrealistic because this is my first regional like ever. The biggest Pokemon tournament I've played aside from this was a state tournament back when I lived in Louisiana, which was a long time ago. You can tell because state tournaments haven't been a thing for a while. And state tournaments are still nowhere near as big as a regional tournament, so it was a whole new experience for me. It was definitely a learning curve for sure. When I go to like cups and stuff like that around here, like there's a lot of competitive decks, but then there's a lot of decks that are just kind of there for fun. And there really wasn't much of that in Toronto. When I did come across decks, they were kind of just there for fun. I was able to scoop out a win, but I was able to take a win. But yeah, just Buzzwole everywhere, Bulu everywhere, Zoroark everywhere, so I shouldn't be surprised. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit for not playing Espeon Garb, just because I feel like maybe I would have had an easier time, but I don't know. I didn't have as much practice with it, so I wasn't comfortable making a switch that last minute. Plus, I had really already started doing kind of the deck analysis of like Zoropod versus different things in the meta pre-Forbidden Light. And I didn't want all that work to go to waste. I was really hyped about putting up that video, and I'm glad I did. It really helped me. There were a lot of games where I felt kind of lost, like, oh gosh, I don't know what to do. And I thought back to the strategies in that video, and a lot of times when I thought back to the video, I was able to take a win. Both in the cup and in the big tournament and the side events and stuff like that. It really... Thinking through things in terms like that, I think, really helped me. So the next time I go to a big tournament, I'm going to try to do the same thing. So definitely not going to be the last big tournament I go to. This is really fun. It was better than I expected. And yeah, I'm going to do probably a couple more Toronto videos because there's some interesting content that happened on Sunday on day 2 when I was playing a bunch of side events. That I would like to talk about. There's this weird like side event format that I've never seen before. That was like, it was like pack battles, but it's not like whoever pulls the best cards win. Well, it kind of is. I don't know. I'm gonna make a whole video just for that format. It was really fun. I also want to make a video just for all the loot that we got. We got a lot of cool stuff. And I'm just super psyched to show you guys. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but I will see you guys in the next one. Boop.